Braun!
Just calm down. You'll have a chance to get revenge on Braun Strowman.
How?
Let me explain. Triple H held up his end of the deal he made with you last week. Since you won the handicap match, you're getting a Universal title shot versus Braun Strowman.
That's great.
There's a catch.
Of course there is. There's always a catch with Triple H. What is it?
You'll also be facing Samoa Joe, The Miz, Elias, and Bray Wyatt in an Elimination Chamber match. All participants will face off in a 6-man tag team match later tonight on Raw.
Am I on Braun's team?
No.
Perfect.
Wow, not one, but two huge announcements by General Manager Kurt Angle. And coming up is a contest where things can get out of hand very quickly.
Versus Team Braun Strowman.
It's dangerous, but I love it.
Buzz is about to start trending.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 242 pounds, the Assassin, Landon Gordon.
Every superstar has a goal in WWE, and Buzz told me he's aiming high with his. He wants to have a career that one day is recognized with a spot in the WWE Hall of Fame.
It's way too premature to start that discussion, but his career is definitely trending in the right direction for that to at least be possible. This matchup of future Elimination Chamber opponents has produced some odd pairings, to say the least.
Yeah, just think about the history Buzz has with almost every one of these guys.
I think that's exactly why Triple H handpicked these superstars.
With all that being said, it's going to be quite the uphill battle for Buzz at Elimination Chamber if he hopes to walk out with the Universal title. Boom, what a kick. Braun Strowman faltering some.
He's really going to need to create some space for himself.
Nothing to worry about here, Cole. In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle at the Wyatt family compound. New Day accepted, but what followed was something no one expected or will ever be able to forget.
Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier you talked about one that caught the attention of the entire sports entertainment world. The New Day fought for survival amongst the darkness of the Wyatt family compound in a battle where pickaxes and cinder blocks were used as weapons and automobiles were used as battering rams.
The New Day versus the Wyatts at the Wyatt family compound was not your traditional six-man tag match, but it showed what can happen when issues between factions can't be resolved through a sanctioned WWE match. I'll tell you what, none of the men who fought in that conflict will ever be the same.
This might be it!
Oh my! Stay down, man!
The man is looking a little stunned here.
But we all know that he isn't afraid of a good fight, which is what we're seeing.
And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
You gotta believe this one's over.
This is going to be big, one way or another. What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out. Boom, what impact.
I think
Is this a preview of what's to come for Buzz in the Elimination Chamber?
This is what happens when you're surrounded by people who despise you. Byron, you should know what that's like.
Huh?
Buzz ducks out of harm's way.
Braun's not gonna like that.
Look out, the monster among men has been unleashed. Thankfully, the Miz got away unscathed.
Because he ran away.
Wouldn't you?
Good point.
If this is what's happening now, imagine what these men are going to do to each other inside Elimination Chamber. How is Buzz going to defeat this man in an Elimination Chamber match to win the Universal title?
How is anyone going to?
Be careful what you wish for. It's a saying everyone has heard 1,000 times, except apparently you, Buzz, because you asked for this. You said you'd overcome whatever I put in front of you to win the Universal title. Well, this now stands in your path, along with 4 other superstars who cannot wait to tear you apart in an Elimination Chamber match. It makes me question your mental health, because only an insane person would wish unimaginable pain and suffering on themselves. Only an insane person would wish to be in a nursing home 50 years from now, unable to hug their grandchildren because of injuries they sustained decades earlier from these hands. But the SWAT team's not out here tonight to protect Braun Strowman from an insane person. No, Buzz. They're here to protect you. They're also here to protect my investment, because I want the WWE Universe to pay to see Braun Strowman end your short-lived career at Elimination Chamber. And finally, they're here to protect your wishes, no matter how insane they may be.
Buzz,
I'm not usually a generous man, but at Elimination Chamber, I'm going to grant you all your wishes. Unfortunately for you, it's not going to be like when John Cena grants wishes. No. It'll be much, much worse.
What was that?
It's Buzz! It's Buzz!
What just happened?
He was wearing some kind of metal plate.
You borrowed a page out of Bret Hart's playbook.
So he's the one who's been watching old Nitros on WWE Network.